Around here, we don't do the right thing because we have to. Dad! We do the right thing because we want to.
Thank you so much.
Arbella, here for New England, here for good.
Different crowd, and I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Multilingual guy. You know any German?
Not really, no.
The record is 76 brats eaten in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know if I can get that.
If you guys played, who on the team would be a
Oh gosh.
David?
Yeah, probably David. That was good.
We asked Bill what's one phrase you want. What said for you?
I guess we'll see, right? I know they're gonna ask me if I know any, and hopefully I can learn. I'm a quick learner, but we'll see.
Set you up on the plane?
Yeah.
You've been overseas?
Yeah, I have.
Do you have a game plan on how to sort of attack the jet lag issue, and what's your plan for the first
Yeah,
week?
yeah, I have a game plan and already in effect, and they've talked to us about it a little bit and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, just stick to your routine, but maybe move it up or move it back depending on how that fits for you. So I've definitely done that.
Have you adjusted your sleeping schedule already?
Yeah.
Everyone in this locker room is pretty much in unfamiliar territory, sitting at 2-7 at the midpoint of the season.
Yeah.
In your opinion, what is the biggest reason for your offense's struggles?
Just being consistent and trying to work together. We have some young guys playing, and just making sure we're all on the same page and out there executing each week. Like I say, each week's different, and it's important to understand what we need to do this week, and that's where our focus is. Communication needs to be up there. Make everybody be on the same page, and then usually it's pretty good.
Mac, we know JC is not going to travel to Germany. There's a report he was late to the team hotel on Saturday. When those two are connected and he doesn't start on Sunday, what kind of message does that send to the locker room?
Yeah, look, I think we all try to do the right things, and JC's done a lot of good stuff. So obviously, I'll let him speak about that, but I have a lot of respect for JC and what he does.
Phil was up here a little while ago talking about Adrian in his situation.
Yeah.
I know obviously he's not an offensive lineman, but at the same time, he impacts what you guys want to get done on the offensive side of the ball. What do you have the initial thought?
Yeah, Coach Clem's a great player coach, and a lot of respect for him, and he's done a great job this year connecting with the players and teaching us, right, and showing college tape and all that stuff that he has great knowledge about. So I feel like we have a good coaching staff that works together, and every week they're always working together. So I think it's a unit versus one person, and that's important to make sure, as players we come together as a unit, and as coaches we come together as a unit too.
Rewatching games, I always like to go through it, and it's always easier when you're rewatching it than when it's live.
Yeah, of course.
And sometimes I'd love to ask you, when you're going through a play, if I held it a little longer and could have let a play develop.
Yeah.
Maybe, but obviously there's something that led to you throwing it early. I'm curious, how you feel
Yeah.
you're doing in that area of the game in terms of letting the plays develop, and is that something you feel good about right now? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it's always easy to do it with a clicker, right, and sit there and see it. But as a quarterback, you just have to make decisions, and really for me, it's just about being decisive. So even if it's the right decision and you're decisive, then you're not going to be wrong. But obviously, there's plays that I could hit or wait a little bit and hit some open guys. So I definitely want to improve in that, and a lot of it's just the timing of the play, like I talk about, and my footwork. So making sure that those match up, and watch around the league and see what other guys are doing too. So yeah, it's a great point, and definitely something I want to put an emphasis on.
How much room do you have to grow? You know what I mean? You've been doing this a while now. You just said there's always things you're looking to get better at.
Yeah.
When you look at it, how much does it excite you that maybe you can continue to grow and be where you want to be as an NFL quarterback?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's a great way to look at it. I mean, everyone wants to look at it negatively, but when maybe you're not playing as well as you can. But honestly, I'm going to look at it as a positive, and what can I get better at? What are my weaknesses? Where do I need to improve? And it's not going to happen overnight. I've said that before up here. I got a lot of stuff to work on, and every week I'm going to work on something and try and just close the gap on that, and get rid of some bad habits that maybe I formed or things like that. It's in sports that happens, right? You might form a bad habit, but it might take a couple weeks, months, years to fix, and the really good ones can fix it quickly and stay on top of it.
Do you see signs of it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, working on it, identifying is part of the thing, and then taking action is the next step. So definitely want to improve on certain things. And in season sometimes that's hard, but at the same time you got to figure out how to keep this thing rolling.
What do you see from the Colts defense specifically?
Yeah, I mean they got good players. Obviously played against them. This will be my third time in a row, and we played them decently well last year, and I felt like they have good players at each level, right? And Coach Bradley does a good job, and they're very sound fundamentally, and they've been bringing some more pressures and things like that. So it looks like a good defense and on film, and they're very sound. So we have to bring our A game and really just focus on what we can control.
Mac, when and how often do you see them run man-to-man?
A good amount, but it's kind of like a variable thing. So, I won't get into the details, but that system of, coverages and coaches, they have, things that they do. But each game plan can be different, right? A lot of times, those defenses have evolved and things like that, and each coordinator has their own flavor to it.
Mac, you asked earlier about maybe going through things a little bit too quickly, so you want to improve.
Yeah.
What might lead to that? What do you think has led to that when it has happened?
It's just being confident in the plays and making sure that, like I said, my feet time up with the route and all that stuff. So usually when, I've got a lot of confidence in the play, it's better, and I've kind of identified that and just making sure that, like I said, my feet tie up with the route, and then from there you just deliver a confident and decisive decision.
Is the confidence part of it, is that from practice? Maybe it's a play that you didn't love in practice, and so
Yeah, that's part of it. You have your core plays, and then you have plays that you want to try and things like that. But at the end of the day, like I said, when my feet are good and they time up with the play, then everything's pretty good. Cool. Thanks.